Hey guys, welcome to Carnivorous Plants Hub. Today I wanted to bring you an update on a couple of my Nepenthes plants. We got the Nepenthes Spectabilis Platychila right here. Sorry if I'm not saying these right, I don't know if the pronunciation is perfect, but and then here we have the Spectabilis Veichii. And here I'll show you guys real quick. This is my first major update for these plants. So let me show you what they look like when I got them. I think this is probably about, oh boy, I didn't actually look at the time before I jumped into this video, but I think it's been anywhere between 45 days, 45 and 60 days I think that I got these. So we're looking at probably a month and a half to 2 months on this update. So let me go ahead and flash you real quick here what these guys look like when I first got them. Okay, so yeah, so that's what they look like. Real quick guys, before we dig too much more into these plants, into these beautiful Nepenthes plants, I just wanted to thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, whether you're a subscriber or not. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, helping me out by subscribing to my channel is much appreciated. I'm working really hard to start my own carnivorous plant nursery in my community, and this is sort of this channel is kind of to help me learn a lot and also get some experience with these plants so that I could have a better chance at having a successful nursery. So liking the video, subscribing to my channel, all those things support me in a lot of ways. So thank you so much. Also, I have links in the description for different things that I may talk about through these videos. So sometimes if you click those links and buy, I do get a little chunk of money coming back from that. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and talk more about these plants. That's the reason you're here. So let's go ahead and start with the Platychila here. You can see, so when I first got this plant, I can't remember. I think it was just this guy right here that I had. That's the oldest one. It's starting to look a little dated. It's getting a little colored. And then now this one was the newest one. This one just popped up not a few days ago. This one was probably, I don't know, about 2 to 3 weeks ago. This one popped up. You can see, for whatever reason, the mouth of it never opened quite right. I don't know if you can see that very good, but it just never quite fully opened. You can see the front has kind of a weird, not really sure what happened there. So that one, although it's a beautiful picture, it never quite formed all the way and opened up. So I'm not sure what happened with that one, but I do have this new one coming in. This is a really nice little picture here. So this is the new one. I'm sorry the lighting's not super good in here, that's why this isn't focusing very well, but I'm gonna put this down actually because it'll probably be easier to focus while I'm not holding it. So there you go. So there's the new picture. Hopefully that one develops a little better. You can see these have the really beautiful spots on them. Some really good color. And they also do have the new growth coming off the top. So it is producing some new growth as well, which is really nice because you just never know with these plants sometimes. These guys have not been growing quite as fast as my Ventrata, which is normal because Ventratas do just produce faster. So that they're not growing quite as fast. And I think one of the biggest problems I have right now is that I'm just not getting quite enough humidity. So I'm kind of working on that. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think the plants are going to die or anything, but they're just not getting enough humidity to really grow super fast. It's in the middle of winter here and we're oftentimes in like 30 to 40% humidity. So I've been working on a few methods to actually have I bought some saran wrap and I've been wrapping up the shelf that these guys are on with my humidifier to try to get a little bit of humidity going the way. I just did that about a week ago, so I'm hoping to see some results from that. But let's go ahead and jump into this one real quick. This one has a new picture as well. This one has been growing a little slower, but let's go ahead and take a look. This is the Spectabilis Veichii. So that was the picture that was on it when I first got it. You can see that's actually still in really good shape. Beautiful picture. It kind of has speckles on it too, with the green and red leaves. So let's turn this one. This is the new picture. Kind of curiously, this one doesn't have any spots on it, So far it's just green, so I don't know if it's going to develop the spots as it gets older and bigger, but you can see it's a really beautiful picture. It's got the hairs coming off the front. The mouth is opened really nicely, so it's just a really healthy looking, beautiful picture, and I imagine it's probably going to get a little bigger than it is right now. So it's really cool picture. I love that. I'm kind of curious to see if the spots are going to develop on there. You can kind of see some red coloration on there now that I got it zoomed in really close, so I would imagine that maybe after it gets a little bit older and it grows a little more, it'll probably develop the spots like this guy has right here. So and then this one also does have the new growth coming out the top, so you can see that there. So yeah, so far these guys are doing really good. I'm a little concerned about the way that other picture developed on the Platychila, but I'm not too concerned about the overall plant. I think that picture might have been just kind of funky because it is still growing new growth on the top there. And then we also do still have this picture. I'm going to move this over here so we can see it a little better. Still got this picture here, which is doing really well. And actually, I think I've gotten that a little closer than I did last time, so you can see it a little better. But that one already has its spots. So this one, the Platychila definitely develops its spots earlier in the picture process as the pictures are growing, rather than with the Veichii. The Veichii has the spots that apparently take a little bit longer to develop because it still is just green, even though that's a beautiful little picture. Just doesn't have any of those spots yet. So both plants are doing really good though. They're growing a little bit slower than I would normally like, but I know that that's normal for the lack of a better term, the more exotic Nepenthes, the more tropical, they need a little more humidity, a little more love, and these ones just haven't got the humidity that they absolutely need, so that's something that I'm working on. And actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to show you where I have them and kind of what I'm doing to try to channel in some of the humidity. I think there's a few things that I need to get a new humidifier, so that I could have one on the shelf with them, and then I need to get something to measure the humidity inside of the shelf. But let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Okay guys, back at the grow shelf with my grow lights and my really kind of cruddy method of keeping some humidity in here that I'm definitely working on. This is actually just a temporary fix for right now. This was just kind of a quick fix to sort of get this covered so that the humidity from my humidifier here that's being blown in there stays in there. So hopefully it helps a little bit, but I plan on kind of shaping this up a little bit so that it's not so cruddy. I've had kind of a weird couple of weeks with some people in my family being sick, and so I just haven't had a lot of time on my hands to do a lot of stuff. Taking care of the plants is fine. I haven't needed extra time for that, but just kind of the extra stuff like fixing up the shelf and some of that stuff is still kind of on the back burner, but I should have more time coming up. So but yeah, so this is where they are. I got the Sansi light, the 36 watt light right here on these guys, anywhere from 12 to 14 hours overnight that they're getting the light. They're typically about this close. I actually usually have them kind of staggered a little bit better so that they're both getting close to the same amount of light. So that's, and I'm keeping them watered. I don't keep water in the trays, although there's a little bit in there now just from the excess from spraying them. I just kind of spray on the top and then keep the sphagnum moss nice and moist and make sure that it never dries out. And that's how I'm keeping them watered. But that's how they're doing so far. Subscribe to the channel, guys, so you can get updates on some of my other videos. I got the Venus Flytrap flower stalks over there propagating, and I'm trying to get some roots growing. Some of them are doing really well, some of them are kind of dying and turning black, so that's kind of the name of the game with propagation though. So I've got my Nepenthes ventrata here. This thing is just going off. This plant is so healthy, it's really doing well, and I got a new picture coming in right here. You can see that new guy. This is just like one of my favorite plants. It's been really easy to grow. It's done really well, and it's just been super healthy. That's one of my newer pictures. You can see it's got about 4 or 5 different leaves coming off with new pictures, so it's just going to be full of pictures. I got all my Venus flytraps up here. My sundews are flying. That's going to be my next update video. I owe you guys an update on this one. You can see that they're flowering, and I've opted to keep the flowers going. They're super tall flower stalks, but yeah, I got my other Nepenthes over here that I got my fully grown ones. They're doing good. This one's got a new baby coming out at the bottom right there. So subscribe to the channel, guys, so I can give you updates on all these plants. I'm really trying to update on all of them. I got a Venus flytrap over here that's not doing so hot. It's don't worry, it's not that far away from the light. I just have everything moved over right now to spotlight these guys. But it's not doing so hot. And I think that's the one that I pulled the flower stalks off of. I pulled the flower stalks off right before getting them into there, and I'm worried that that really did a toll on the plant, letting those flowers grow. So it's kind of in recovery mode right now. But yeah, so hey guys, sorry about that. I got cut off there. I ran out of room on my camera. It's full, and I just deleted a couple of scenes to give me a little more time here. But yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for more updates on all these beautiful plants. And just wanted to say thank you for being here, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.